Wow, the US stocks just hit new all-time high. Bitcoin also on a big bounce. Do you know what happened here? It's because the Federal Reserve came in and shocked everyone with their pivot. What does that mean to you? Yes, the Dow Jones Index is now at a new all-time high for the United States. However, SP 500 and the Nasdaq are close to new all-time highs, and Bitcoin also made a big bounce yesterday. This is all because the Federal Reserve, right, was not meant to hike rates yesterday, and they were not meant to cut rates yesterday. But however, when the board members, there's like 13 of them, they voted to cut rates for 3 times next year in 2024. Well, they didn't exactly put that into action, but what they're voting with their dot plots is they're telling the markets that their view is to cut rates for United States for the next 3 years, for next year by 3 times, right? To something like 4.75%. And this is huge for everyone in the world because, say, countries like, Germany, European Union, Great Britain, Canada, Australia, they all follow the United States when it comes to interest rates. So we can expect lower interest rates in almost every country in the world over the next 6 to 12 months coming. Here it is. Here is how the Fed Reserve members voted. See, all these dot plots show that by the end of 2024, the rates have been cut 3 times. And as usual, the market actually front ran the Fed and basically showed that the rates are going down to 3.7% by December 2024, or a year from now. They're basically betting that the Fed has it wrong and is too slow once again. And who could have predicted this? Well, here was Pablo Jimenez, my Twitter, on the 21st of August, me saying that I think there's one more leg of blow off top pump after this pullback in QQQ that happened in August. And we have been seeing that now, right, for the last few weeks or 2 months or so. That will probably be the final top. Here again was my Twitter in October, right, Pablo Jimenez, where I named 335 to 340 on the QQQ, which is the Nasdaq ETF for the Nasdaq index, to be the bottom, right? And then a final rally up for a blow off top before a big bear trend begins again. And I was so close because the bottom for the Nasdaq or QQQ came in at just above 340, right? And now it's at 403 now. Major blow off top coming after this. But why is it that I am saying a bear trend will start after this massive blow off top in a few months' time? That's because when the Federal Reserve starts cutting interest rates, and especially when they start cutting it really quickly, that means they're panicking, right? If the Federal Reserve is panicking and cutting interest rates, that means they're seeing signs that the economy is in trouble. Usually when the Fed thinks the economy is in trouble, they're usually too conservative and it's usually too late. And that means the market is crashing, the economy is crashing. See, this is the Fed funds rate, right? Every time when the Fed is cutting rates, right, when it's cutting rates, we notice there's this gray area. That's what economists identify as a period of recession, period of recession, period of recession. And we're here right now. When it starts cutting and cutting really seriously, that's when recession comes, right? So basically, this was the recession of 2000, the so-called dot-com bubble crash. This was the GFC crash of 2009. And for most young people on TikTok or whatever platform you're on, you might remember the crash of 2020, which is the COVID crash, right? Now, next one is probably somewhere in mid-2024. So yes, I think the stock market and crypto markets have another 3 months or even 6 months or so to run, right? But then I would watch out for recession. When does it come? Follow Pablo for more clues.